Hi guys, I'm back with another video. In this video, I want to focus on the present moment, and I want to go a little bit into talking about when we're living from the past, it can cause a lot of depression and, things that are not mentally meant for us to relive. So you want to get into the I am state, which is the present moment of creation, I am, and also thinking about the future, which doesn't really exist because it's always the now, but our logical brain likes to think there's a future because time can cause anxiety. And I want to tell you that from experience of having and dealing with both, as soon as you lock into a new state and shift into another identity, and you know that you are the I am creator and you stay in that state, you're not going to feel depressed anymore. You're going to wake up in the morning and you're going to feel like a brand new person. The past is not here. And if you need to, you can revise the shit out of your past. You can revise it to look at it differently because you're going to still have a memory of it. But you can shift it to gratitude. Like everything that I had to go through in my past, I viewed it as it got me to this place, which I love right now. So I'm grateful for everything that happened, and I've revised things that I chose to. Maybe certain reactions that I didn't love or certain interactions with relationships. But I think there has to be some grace for if you are on a journey of manifesting, of shifting, of learning how to be in your I am consciousness, and you're in that like higher level of awareness, you need to give yourself some credit that, things happened that led you to this place. So, don't get too stuck on labeling something negative or positive, because in my perspective, and I always tell this to everyone when they complain about relationships, maybe that didn't work out from the past, every relationship brings a lesson, awareness, a trigger, growth. So I've viewed and used every relationship up until my present relationship as a learning lesson, growth. I used it as, having more spiritual awareness, and it got me to where I am. So I don't discount anything or label it anything anymore. Nothing is a waste of time. Everything is a lesson. It is all in how you perceive it, what you focus on. And remember, what you focus on is what you are asking the universe for more of. So be really aware of where your consciousness is going, what state you are occupying, what you're trying to manifest. And I want to also share that when I was just manifesting alone, like affirming or visualizing, I would get the manifestation, the thing that I wanted, or the relationship, the person, the money, whatever. But then I wouldn't be able to hold it because I didn't change who I was being. I was still in the old identity. So if you are getting your manifestations and they're slipping away, or you're slipping your state or whatever, go within and really work on that inner relationship and solidifying it. So when you start to manifest things in again, it's going to be easier. You're going to be able to hold it because your inner relationship is so solid. And someone also told me that self-concept was something that they wanted me to talk about a little bit more. Your self-concept, in my opinion, is super important. It's how you feel about yourself, what you think you deserve, what you think you deserve to be treated by from other people. It's kind of how you hold yourself, how you carry yourself. It's in your energy. It shows, your confidence, if you believe in yourself. It just commands a level of respect and boundaries. That self-concept work is like ideal. It's important. It's part of the process. You can't just skip over it and think that you're going to be in like an insecure, desperate energy and you're going to keep something that you manifest, because you can't, because it just like repulses. Because we attract what we are. So if we're insecure, if we're in this like lower frequency and we don't believe we deserve something, we're just going to push it away. So self-concept is very important. And I recommend building it by affirming, going to the gym, some sort of exercise routine, meditation, really honoring your own authenticity, owning who you are, taking care of your body, really loving your body for its health or whatever you put it through day to day, because a lot of self-concept work is about who we are internally and what we look like physically and our energy field, and it's like a culmination of everything. Every soul is unique. Every person has a different energy, frequency. No one is replaceable. We are all, very special in our own way. And, you just have to own who you are. And if you don't like certain parts of yourself, work on them. Bring more awareness to it. If you want to, change things about your appearance or, maybe parts of your personality or character, but you have to realize that you have to find happiness within, because if you keep trying to change certain things but you're not really happy with who you are, that's going to become like a problem. So be aware of that. Be really secure. Don't let other people define you. Don't let the opposite sex or whoever you want to attract in or whoever you're with, don't let their opinions, make you feel small or insecure, or their decisions. Be really strong and convicted in who you are. I'm not really sure if you guys have specific questions about self-concept. You can message me and I'll try to talk more about it. I kind of forget because I've been kind of solid in the self-concept for a while. But honestly, for me, the gym and my hard work with being committed to whatever I do has really helped my self-concept, because when you're committed and dedicated to yourself, you earn this respect within yourself, and you realize you have a lot of dedication and you keep your word to yourself. You're honest, you have integrity. There's so many different things that are important that build your confidence. And, going to the gym or exercising and being committed to yourself is a huge accomplishment. If you played sports or if you're an athlete or you were, that's another thing that, is something to be proud of. Or even just having certain character traits, like having integrity, being honest, being self-aware, being kind. Those are things to be very proud of as well. Being assertive, being independent, speaking up for people, sticking up for people, being a leader. There's so many good qualities. Find those in yourself, love them, and honor them, and your self-concept will keep growing, and you keep doing the work, and you're going to get that end state. You're going to shift your identity. You can change your whole entire life and your mental health with just this work alone. And I know that. I have a master's in counseling since 2008. This work is way deeper than any counseling session. That's it for now.